when I drove to the main street, Pacific Avenue. I, I never saw this before, but here were soldiers and sailors, and they were all trying to hitch a ride to their, well, to their, wherever they were billeted. I mean, San Pedro had the Navy, and it also had Fort MacArthur. But I thought, gee, I've never seen anything like that. You know, all the servicemen were hitchhiking. And I happened to see a classmate of mine. He's a Basque, sort of like Spain. And he was hitchhiking too, so I yelled for him to come over, and I said, what's happening? And he got in the car, and I said, where should I take you? And then he told me that you didn't hear the news reports on the radio? I said, no, what's happening? And he said, Japan is bombing Pearl Harbor in Hawaii. And so we're all on alert. And so then he told me to drive him to Fort MacArthur, which I did. I was just baffled. I couldn't believe it, that Japan had attacked Hawaii or Pearl Harbor anyway. And then I went to the church, and for the first time I felt strange. All the time before I felt like any other white American and thought I was just an American. But when I went to the church, I could just feel the difference, that they were looking at me not as another American as they have all this time. Even my students looked sort of, I don't know, that they didn't know what to do, and they didn't know how to act towards me because I'm Japanese. And since, well, the whole church seemed, they didn't know what to do. And so they cut the Sunday school time very short. And what I used to always do is have all the Sunday school kids pile into the car, and I would take each one home. And so even when they all piled in the car, it was different. I mean, I guess because they were all aware that an American territory was being bombed.